The opinions in this podcast are solely those of the creators and do not reflect the opinions of the filmmakers involved. If you are of legal drinking age, feel free to have a drink with us, but please do drink responsibly. You're listening to Cole-astic Cinema.
Oh, what's in the box?
I've got 1 round.
Hey, don't open that! It's an alien planet! Is there air? You don't know!
With your host, Fabian Salazar.
Yeah, the straight up like, you're dead. Fucking idiot.
And Cole Butterfield.
The few things I know are comic books and comic books.
Where we talk about movies.
Most of the time. Like the bullets going through and like the bullets going through the dude's
going through the
face.
cheek is all,
Yeah.
and they just explode.
So come along for a ride and have fun.
It's very good preamble.
Yeah, it's all very good preamble. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go.
Oh, you found it?
Yep, found the
found
sweet
it?
spot. Hold
Found
on.
it.
Hold on. Let me know. Right here?
There? No. You've got headphones this time. You can tell yourself.
I am pretending that I'm going down a woman to try to find out.
Oh, all right. Is that how we're starting this now?
That's how we're starting it off, man.
Okay, cool. Welcome to Cole-astic Cinema. And today we are watching the 2012 movie Dredd. All right. Dredd was made in, like I said, 2012. It was directed by Pete Travis, written by John Wagner. It stars Karl Urban, Olivia Thirlby, Lena Headey from Game of Thrones. Well, I guess we can do all the things. Wood Harris, I like Wood Harris. He's been in a lot of good stuff recently. Like he's been in the Creed movies. He also played. He was in Winning Time. He was Spencer Haywood. And a very young baby Domhnall Gleeson.
Okay, I was warning you if you're going to bring up the Domhnall Gleeson.
Yeah, I got the Domhnall Gleeson.
I completely fucking forgot until I started looking up like, holy shit, we got Bill Weasley, like fucking, we got Hux in this bitch.
Yeah.
We got Hux playing a legit, like, no-name goddamn character. He legit just the, what is he? Clan Techie.
Clan Techie.
That's all he is. That's all he is. And it's Donald. Oh my God, man. Yeah.
Get that. Point it at you.
Uh-huh.
You're talking at it like.
Well, I'm sorry, man. I
I
got excited about all the Domhnall Gleeson stuff.
Well, I am excited too, but I want to be able to hear you being excited about it.
No one needs to fucking hear that.
Remember, you have a directional microphone. Point it at your face.
I'm used to it being like right next to my goddamn face.
Point it like you have a cock.
I haven't had to hold it in a minute.
Oh, okay.
So
anyway,
I'm adjusting, sir. How dare you?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Well, my your stand got moved, so we changed the studio up a little bit.
And this is what I'm going through, people. Like fucking yeah. Oh, man.
I know. So let's see. This movie was made for $50 million, and it made 41 back, which
is that worldwide or is that just?
That's worldwide.
That's worldwide?
Yeah. So it bombed, but it did not deserve to bomb. This movie is, like a lot of the movies we review, did not deserve to bomb. This movie
this is a great goddamn movie.
Fucking good.
This is, especially when, okay, so like you read off like the writers for the movie and all that. Like we had, okay, so John Wagner and as well as Carlos, and I know I'm going to butcher it. I know I'm going to butcher it, so take a shot for me butchering a goddamn name I can't pronounce. It's Carlos Esquerza. They are the comic book creators. They're the guys who created, like, which in this incredibly convoluted history that is Judge Dredd. It is, like, it's bounced between so many hands or so many small, like, oh man, the comic book industry is insane when it comes to, like, the nuances that goes behind all of it. But this is bounced with so many hands, but the original writers are legit John Wagner and Carlos Esquerza as, like, the actual, like, artists behind all of it. And the fact that they're involved on this and actually had more say than, okay, so if we're being honest, we know that this was already a movie back in 1996.
Right, with Sly Stallone and Scarlett Johansson. Wait, no.
No.
Wait a minute. I remember, okay, so Sylvester Stallone, God damn it, what's his fucking name?
I could not tell you, Matt.
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Rob Schneider.
This is around the same time as Snurf Ninjas, isn't it?
I think so.
Fuck me bloody.
And I was going to say Sandra Bullock, but no, that's the Running.
No.
That's not even the Running Man. That's Demolition Man.
What the fuck you...
I'm getting my movies mixed up again.
What are we even doing here? What are you talking... Don't you put that on Sandra B? She's been through enough.
Well, yeah, she did marry a neo-Nazi, so that's fine.
But she's also just fucking. She's the only woman who can actually have chemistry with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, that's fair.
Speed.
All right, yeah, you got me there. You
The
got
Lake
me
House.
there. You got me.
I mean, she'll pull out chemistry from Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
And Keanu Reeves only does good by himself.
Yeah.
Love him to death. Look, no, don't get me wrong. I love Keanu Reeves.
I love me some Keanu.
Love me some Keanu, but when it comes to actually having any emotional connection to any other female protagonist, just Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
Like even like Trinity, like during the fucking Matrix, no, didn't really quite buy it. But I just assumed that's all because of the basic computerness of it. When it comes to actual fucking chemistry, Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock, speed.
Yeah.
Speed.
But we're not talking about speed. Well, we might be because the opening sequence is Judge Dredd on a motorcycle.
It is. Oh, that's right. I forgot. We're talking about Dredd.
We are talking about Dredd, and I fucking love that opening sequence too. Like, did you see? Did you read that Karl Urban insisted on riding
it and they actually had to create their own motorcycle. And they made actual functioning. Oh crap! What the fuck are they called? I'll remember it later. But the actual motorcycles from the comic books, they actually made actual working versions of it. And Karl Urban, that's what I love about Karl Urban in this movie. He's just insisted on just being so authentic.
Yeah, he's like, let's fucking go. I want to be as method as I can. And that being said, that was one of the things I saved in my in my notes. It was a story of somebody was telling a joke on set that made everybody laugh, and Karl Urban just gave him the Dredd stare. To where the guy that told the joke apologized to Karl Urban.
But also, what even is the Dredd stare? Your whole face is covered, which you've kept up with.
But you can just see the frown.
The frown on the bottom. And I fucking love that he did this. That's
how you fucking commit.
Yes. So shout out to Rob, who has not been part of the podcast yet, but shout out to Rob.
Not yet.
He was wondering how in the fuck Karl Urban still has a career based on some of the movies that he's taken on. First of all, he brought up...
Because he's fucking Karl Urban.
Because he's Karl fucking goddamn Urban. I had to bring to light to the fact that he was Caesar in Xena and Hercules. So that's how he started off. And then he's just been minor characters the entire time. It's like, well, Doom... Shout out to our previous episode.
Well, he was also in Chronicles of Riddick.
He's like, those two movies should have killed his career. To which I argued, no, because those two movies weren't about Karl Urban.
No.
They're about Vin Diesel.
Maybe a little bit Doom, but
it wasn't though. Doom was not a Karl Urban film. That was a Dwayne The Rock Johnson vehicle.
That was more of a The Rock movie.
That was more of a Rock movie. Whereas also with the Chronicles of Riddick, that is not a Karl Urban film. That is a Vin Diesel film.
I was thinking also it's not a taking it down though, but he was, he's in the Lord of the Rings also.
Oh,
but
dude.
that's not a downgrade.
Not at all. That's him.
Nor is it a Karl Urban film, but
no, that's also just him doing just a great goddamn job with what he has to fucking do.
Yeah, give him the right fucking material
with a insane fucking cast where everybody's doing their goddamn jobs. Like that's why the Lord of the Rings. Like anyone who fight me if you think the Lord of the Rings are crappy goddamn films. I will swear to God, I will uppercut you right now.
No, I spent so long not wanting to watch them, like to the point where I watched them for the first time like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
and I never in my life said that they were bad or poorly made. I knew they were good movies. I just refused to watch them because of the popularity, because
everybody's watching them. Everybody watching that.
Everybody's recommending it. It's like, no, fuck you. I'm not gonna watch it. The more you recommend it, I'm not gonna fucking watch it.
Yeah, that's why I haven't watched Game of Thrones.
Right. But yeah, after I finally did watch them, I was like, yeah, no, these are really fucking good, and they're really well made.
Yeah, and they still hold up to this day.
And they still hold up.
And Karl Urban.
And they're still pretty gay.
Oh, they're incredibly fucking gay.
Yeah. They're very gay.
Gay-ass movies, man.
Those of you who don't think Frodo and Sam are banging, you need to look at
Aragorn and Boromir talking about the broken sword. Tell me that's not about gay sex.
No, it's pretty gay.
Come on. Hit me in the comments. I will gladly challenge you to the fact that is not the gay fucking scene. Get the fuck out of my face.
It's pretty gay, and not that there's anything wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it.
No, it
It's
can be
just-
gay.
it's
You can have your gay. You can have your gay subtext, and that's perfectly fine.
And that entire fucking series.
But you have to admit that it's it's like, yeah, they're banging.
Oh yeah, everybody, which is totally fine, man. I mean, like we're dealing with like near Armageddon.
They're not gay. They're just really, really close male friends. Like they're a little bit gay. Even really, really close friends are.
Even really, I mean, I'm talking about bro jobs at the very least, or maybe like just
Come
like
on, your homie. Is anybody like your homie hasn't gotten laid in a really long time? You don't give him a little tug just to make him happy? Come on.
Stop lying to yourself.
Come on. You know you've done it.
Come on.
We've all done it. Where are we going with this?
I don't know, man. I think we're just admitting the fact we've jerked each other off.
Yeah. Well, this is all. That's all this podcast is, really.
Well, it's just one giant. It's called a circle jerk, but it really is just a back and forth. So pretty
It's
much
just a back and forth of us jerking each other off. It's
just-
like, this movie's so good, and those of you who can't see, I'm doing the
one-handed
motion.
skiing.
One-handed skiing motion. Anyway, what else do we got?
Well, I've got some comic book stuff to talk about because this
here we
is
go.
a comic book movie.
It is a comic book movie, so let's move on into Cole's Comic Book Corner.
So, the few things I know are comic books and comic books.
I thought you were going to say cooking.
Barely. I'm bullshitting my way through all of that at all times. It's all bullshit. I have to look up what I did later. Like, so I did this. It's like, oh, it has a name. Cool. I was legit just guessing.
Yeah. That's usually anytime I cook something, I just throw shit in there and it's like, this tastes really good. I wish I could replicate it, but I have no idea exactly how much I put in or what I did to this.
I made a soup only to find out later that I had confit the potatoes. That confit. Sorry. Confited. There we go. Got to get the American accent behind it.
Confide.
I confit some peppers or some pommes frites. Some pommes frites confit for our...
Man, the viewers that are really hoping for Cole's Comic Book Corner are probably like, get the fuck out of it!
I hope you're edging for it because this started in 1977, which is insane because nothing happened in the 70s.
No, nothing happened in the 70s.
But somehow
we've always been in agreement on that.
Okay, look, we argue on a fair amount of things. Like about The Phantom being a good movie.
Whether Doom's a good movie or not.
We also argue on that too. But the one thing we can agree on is that nothing happened in the 70s, but supposedly, I'm guessing on people just, because it's on the internet, people fake everything on the internet. Judge Dredd started in 1977 based on the 2000 AD anthology not European, but English comic book series, which had just a bunch of really, pretty much take the Sunday strips in American newspapers, but it's all in one magazine. And it's the anthology behind that. So that started off there. And, okay, so it really started off as a commentary based on the future fears that would come with the Cold War and everything popping up from there.
I can see that, yeah.
Because, nothing happened in the 70s. We got to look forward to the Cold War and all that other shit because nothing fucking happened.
Right.
But pretty much, so Judge Dredd is set in a dystopian U.S. city, which is one of 6 mega cities. Because after nuclear war, we all congregated into metropolitan areas, and so it's going from there. And this was done during the 70s. So now, 40, 50 goddamn years later, it's still incredibly relevant as things you actually can think about actually fucking happening.
Yeah.
It's pretty much just the U.S. and Russia going to war and just decimating the fucking planet and making it completely uninhabitable.
God, isn't it great how nothing changes?
Isn't it? It's so great that these are fears that generationally we can still keep on fucking having. Just waiting.
I can talk to my my parents and be like, so what was it like? And
then they break it down. You're like, oh, yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Oh yeah. So it's like now.
Talking to the old guy at the bar. The old guy's having beers. Like, what was it like living through the Cold War? And he's like, it's like now, kid.
It's like now.
It's just like now.
Hey, at least we'd have a pandemic to deal with while I was going through the Cold War. That was for my parents because it was the Cold War. So clearly my parents went through the fucking Spanish flu.
Anyway.
So Dealing with the fucking goddamn comic book connections and shit. Holy shit. I've actually got a lot. First of all, something I don't think is covered in the movie, but everyone should be aware of, is that Judge Dredd's first name is Joe. Joe Dredd. Don't forget that. Hold on to that at all point in times. Actually, because he's a clone based on the original major judge that was first like who was able to just follow along to the basic rules established by the federal government, and they end up cloning him because of that, which brings on a whole. I don't want to get to that part yet. I want to hold off on that.
Okay. You already lost me.
Well, just because it mostly just I started finding myself touching on the themes of the actual like comic books and the movies themselves, and I'm going to hold off on that for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Stick with the comic book connection before I actually get to the overarching themes and the serious discussions. Let's keep it a little bit light for a second when it comes to the fact that like Dredd sleeps for 10 minutes a day.
Because longtime listeners know we've been getting more serious about our discussions in these movies.
I mean, as the time goes by, we start finding ourselves getting older and questioning the more serious things when it comes to the nuances and subtleties of film and cinema. What does it make you actually feel versus just the over-the-top viewing of a film as opposed to subtext that makes you break it down and find out what it is to be a part of humanity.
I mean, it is times like these that we learn to love again.
It's times like these you learn to live again.
It's times like these you give and give again.
Easy for you to say.
One of these days.
Anyway, comic book connection, keeping it super light. So actually, a fun thing I read about, something I actually appreciate as a comic book fan, is when it comes to the Judge Dredd comic books, everything is done in real time. So since his start in 77, like it's just been nothing but like keeping everything like 124 years away from the original airing date of all that. In the comic books, they age in real time, and I find that incredibly fascinating and really, really cool. Especially because, oh man. So yeah. He starts off as 38.
That was a dog.
And that's a shot.
Or was that me?
Hold on. You shouldn't be making rough sounds.
No, I swear to God, that was a dog.
Oh no, I heard the dog. I'm just saying.
Did we take like ADHD pills or something? Because we're like so like squirrel.
Squirrel.
We're not. All right. 1977.
He was 38 years old. And now, because he's aging in real time, he's 84.
Fuck.
But, because it's comic books, they ended up making a rejuvenation thing.
Yeah, it is comic books, yeah.
So he's still 84, but he's also now younger and going about doing
He's
this thing.
84, but not really.
But not really. I'm not sure what voice I'm going for right here. So, here comes Donald Trump.
You're trying to do like Batman Donald Trump.
I'm just trying to do sound Judge Dredd. I'm actually 84 years old, but my body's been rejuvenated, so I'm actually 38 again. That's mouth badge.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. When it comes to more comic shit, I don't have anything beyond that, except for the fact like the slow motion sound effect is inspired by a slowed down Bieber song, slowed down by 800 times. To which I just have to say, whoa, 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 whoa.
I mean, that's fine, I guess. I couldn't recognize it as a Bieber song.
But they did change it, but it was inspired by a. So the guy was looking for the sounds for the slow motion scenes when it comes to them taking Jet, but it's not actually Jet because that's a Fallout thing. But they're pretty much just taking Jet.
Okay.
They're pretty much okay. We're gonna watch the movie, and you tell me because you've recently done like Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
Tell me they are not taking Jet when it comes to those slow motion scenes.
I don't know because I'm not a druggie. I never took Jet in the game.
You're gonna. Well, you played the game wrong, man. Take the drugs, get the perks to where you can just take all the goddamn drugs you want. Run up on a death claw under level and just be shooting like, and then just fucking go to town. Get the Pit Boy propped up.
We are not promoting the Fallout series until we know it's good.
I'm not promoting the Fallout series. I'm just promoting Fallout New Vegas, which is a brilliant goddamn game.
Also, I hope the Fallout series is good.
It's got Walter Goggins in it, and he usually doesn't disappoint. Walton. The guy whose haircut I have right now.
What?
Okay. So, we're going to pull this off later.
Walton Goggins, the guy from Justified.
Walton Goggins Justified, or are you talking about...
And Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Walton.
Well, I have his haircut right now.
Oh, okay.
Either way.
Walton Goggins.
Walton Goggins. That's the worst pronunciation I've done this entire goddamn podcast.
Wait, why am I correcting you on doing pronunciations?
I don't know, man. You know I don't know words. I'm from a small town, all right?
No, normally we don't give a shit about...
Walton.
All right.
Walter.
Walter Goggins.
Dave Dukakis.
Yeah.
He's going to be that Fallout series.
Little
he looks
Lee
solid
Dickus.
as a ghoul. Little Lloyd Dickus?
Yeah.
Biggest Dickus?
Willie Gone Crocus.
Walter Cronkite.
Walter Cronkite. Okay.
So Walter Cronkite, whose haircut I currently have right now.
Yeah.
Based on my bullshit midlife long hair. Like, I look like your casual, like, the voice of Cecil in Invincible.
Okay. Yeah.
Looks amazing and looks decent as a ghoul in the Fallout series. I'm still not going to get a shout out. I'm on the fence.
Yeah.
He said, when you watch the slow motion scenes regarding the drug whose name I can't think of right now. Think about Jet.
Okay.
Even though you did not take it like a fool in Fallout New Vegas.
Well, I was too busy doing Deadeye shit in Red Dead.
No man, fucking do.
Red Dead's better than Fallout.
New Vegas is pretty goddamn fucking solid, bro.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. It's great. It's a fun game, but Red Dead's better.
Okay, you know what? I gotta finish Baldur's Gate 3. I'm on the third act. I've got like another act left to go. I'll finish that up, and then I'll start playing some Red Dead. And then I'll give my honest critique because I played the ever-living fuck out of New Vegas. I love that goddamn game.
It's good. It was fun. I had a lot of fun playing it. I did. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna say like no. It was a really fucking fun game. I loved playing it, but I still think Red Dead's better.
As long as Wilton Gregor is in the Red Dead Redemption TV series.
He could be.
Are they not doing that? Is that not a thing yet?
I don't fucking know.
What the fuck is going on? We're doing Fallout. We're not doing Red Dead Redemption 2. Are you getting that?
Rockstar has enough money. They don't need to do fucking
bullshit.
Series.
No one has enough money. This is America.
Well, all right. I'll agree with you there. But yeah, I think Rockstar's just fine sitting atop their fucking golden castle. Like, look,
no, they need a TV series.
They're like, look, we're sitting atop this fucking golden castle of money that we made off of GTA Online, and we're just gonna go ahead and like throw you peasants shit every now and again, and maybe we'll throw a chunk of something, and that'll be Red Dead 2, and then. We're going to continue to just sit here and be like, you're a fucking... Oh, you...
I am so sorry.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, my
God.
God.
None of this pertains to the movie anyway, so it's all probably getting cut. So anyway, Dredd. Yeah. The first time I saw this movie, I kind of knew that it had a big cult following. I wish I saw it in theaters. This is one I didn't get to see in theaters, but I knew it had a big cult following, so I wanted to watch it. I brought it up, and it was so much fun. I thought it was one of the more fun action movies that I had seen in a very, very long time, and so yeah, I highly recommend it. I think it's a really, really fun movie, and I'm excited to watch it again. I don't know anything about the comic book aspect of it other than it is based on a comic book, which Cole just shared with us. But I also knew that it was a movie that starred Sly Stallone earlier, and it was dog shit, and he caused a lot of problems on set because Judge Dredd never shows his face, and Sylvester Stallone, being at the height of his career, or maybe dwindling, maybe in that big weird, you're super famous but you're also falling off standpoint in your career, being like, I don't want to not show my face because how could people recognize that it's me, Sylvester Stallone, with a helmet on my face, even though I have one of the most recognizable voices and fucking cadences and anything in all of film and media. Like a fucking, like how fucking insane do you think he is for being like, oh, well, if I have my face covered, nobody's going to recognize that it's me, Sylvester Stallone.
Kind of hard to tell when it comes based on the voice. I mean,
you can't tell.
Coming off things I was like, why?
You can't tell it's me without the helmet on.
What is fascinating about that, though, is when it comes to the creators of Dredd, that when it comes to the aesthetic, they really nailed it. It's just everything else was just pushed through the Hollywood filter, which made it really, really suck.
Yeah.
Which then they corrected with the movie we're about to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this movie, they... Like, I would fucking know. I don't know. I didn't read the comics. I can only speculate. But I think they did them justice in just the tone and the feel. And
oh, yeah. No, even coming from the actual comic book creators themselves, like, this is like the closest adaptation we've got to that. And then they took this movie and then spun it off for a bunch of bullshit level UK videos that nobody ever fucking watched as continuations from this.
Ugh.
And then also said they would not do a Judge Dredd sequel. Like, they wouldn't do a Dredd sequel, even though this kind of is a cult movie.
I did want to talk about that a little bit, but I was going to save that for the second half. But since we already got into it, yeah, no, the cult following and like all the fans of this movie, they're so desperately and diehard for a sequel to this movie, and I can't deny I would fucking love a sequel to this movie.
Well,
Karl Urban returning,
well, especially with how much experience he has now as an actor since then. Like,
yeah.
he's, I mean, fucking hell, like, yeah, he's
even since then. This movie came out in 2012. He was already a respectable actor at this point.
But now he's part of the Marvel universe. He's part of the Marvel universe. He's part of, like, the Boys.
He's fucking Billy Butcher.
He's Billy goddamn fucking Butcher, and he does such a great goddamn job. Okay, longtime listeners know that I love Karl Urban as Billy Butcher, and I love the Boys series, and I fucking love what Karl Urban is doing with this, and the way Eric Kripke is going with the fucking direction of that. I am so goddamn excited. Oh, man. Just the fact that he's able to... In the comic books, he's described as a Michael Caine type character, and then takes his New Zealand accent, because he's from New Zealand, and makes it slightly European, slightly more English, with a light Michael Caine affectation.
I think he just takes his normal accent and just dials it up to 11.
Just a little bit rather, kind of got it going on a bit. Don't we?
Yeah, he just he dials it up.
He's got those Michael Caine pauses, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Scorched earth.
Oh, Huey.
Oh, we're Huey. Here we
because you're supposed to be better than me.
Look, here we go. Brilliant, fucking fantastic, and also, oh man, yeah, Karl. You know what?
Well.
You know what? No. I'm putting it on the record. I'm putting it on the record, and I hope I'm challenged on it later. But I love Karl Urban. I think he's a great actor.
Controversial take.
Yeah, I know. It's a hot take.
Yeah, very hot take. Urban. Those of you who love Karl Urban, throw it in the comics. Just hashtag I love Karl Urban.
Well, if you don't, I bet you go fuck yourself because you're wrong.
Yeah, I agree. You're wrong.
But also put it in the comments. Let's get that circulation going.
Hashtag loves for Bones McCoy.
Loves, dude. Fucking mine's been gotten down. Like, fuck, mine's. I don't even know what's going on right now.
Well, also DeForest Kelly.
Also DeForest Kelly. I mean, yes, obviously, but also, like, man, Karl Urban's been in everything. The only thing I can't think he's been in is in a DC movie.
And if you can think of a DC movie that Karl Urban has been in,
please let me know, and then I will slit my wrist live on camera because how could I not get that?
Wait, is Riddick? Riddick's not a comic.
No, Riddick is a Dark Horse.
Oh, Dark Horse. Okay. So
Yes.
it is a comic. It's just not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Dark Horse. Okay.
It's all about family in the darkness, and I can't see.
But if you, again, if you can think of a DC movie that Karl Urban is in, leave it in the comments, and we won't watch it probably, but we might.
I might just to feel better. But no, he hasn't.
We might.
Unless. Now I'm second guessing everything that I've ever known. No.
And we don't do any research, so.
No, research is for assholes and for nerds.
Yeah, it's fucking dumb as shit, bro.
Dumb. I'm going to do some research. I actually want to know what I'm talking about. Ugh.
God, that's fucking stupid.
Stupid as hell.
All right, let's go watch this movie.
Let's go watch this fucking movie, man.
Cole, do your thing.
Cue the ads!
This podcast is brought to you by Hopkins Brewing Company in Salt Lake City, Utah. A low-key brick-lined brew pub serving house craft brews, tasting flights, and international pub grub for lunch, dinner, and weekend brunch. The staff is incredibly friendly and makes you feel welcome as soon as you walk through the door. They offer live events such as music and bar trivia. If you're in the mood for great time, great beer, great food, and great friends, check out Hopkins Brewing Company.
And that was Judge Doom, as we watched
Judge Doom?
Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Remember me, Eddie, when I killed your brother? I talk just like this!
Another one that's going to be in the intro someday. But yeah, that was Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd. That was Dredd. The
Dredd.
2012 Karl Urban vehicle, which was an absolute delight. So much fun.
Dude, like I watched it when it first came out, and it's still a good goddamn time.
Yeah, it's just a fun time. And is it brutal as hell? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fun
Which
if you
is which is a complaint from the comic book aficionados who watched
really?
Dredd. It was not nearly satirical enough as
It was
opposed
just
to the.
okay.
It was just gritty. It was just gritty and dark and like, yeah, you know, we got this going on in this city.
I didn't understand that Judge Dredd was a satire.
It's a satire of.
Well, I guess, yeah. Now that from what you told me earlier, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, it's a satire of far-leaning political leanings when it comes
Yeah.
to fully embodying a absolute like, just pure federally enforced law-abiding
totalitarian dictatorship.
Totalitarian, like an authoritarianism. It's definitely satirical of that, but also at the same time is serious enough behind it to where you can take on either side based on that. So that was actually
We didn't see very much. Well, we saw a handful of. Hang on, let me actually get to where you can hear me. So I'm not talking back here because I tend to talk back here, and then when I go to edit, it sounds like dog shit, and I wonder why. But I should probably talk into the fucking microphone. You don't get. We see a handful of the patrons in the block, but. And you can kind of feel for them and everything, but we don't really get a sense of what they're doing or what they're going through. As far as like, it just seems like, well, I get that from the film standpoint. Like this entire building is one city. Take like this building is Chicago or something, and the people that live up at the top are all the crime bosses and lords that can lord over everybody at the bottom,
and all the bullshit trickles on down to the rest of them, which is why. Mama
and the homeless guy, literally at the bottom, almost forced out of the door, is being forced out of the city, and then he gets crushed by the locking mechanism. But yeah,
what a weird thing to laugh at. and then the house guy,
he fucking died,
crushed. Satire for our inevitable future. Oh man,
I think that's your intro bit.
Satire for our inevitable future.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just a delight. Such a fun movie. If you're I would say if you're a fan of like over the top 80s movies like Commando and
RoboCop for sure. If you like have even an inkling of liking RoboCop,
you'd absolutely love this movie.
Love Dredd.
All right, let's see. What do I got in my notes? Noir, which
it's noir as hell.
Yeah, it's 100% noir.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, I haven't read the comics, but I assume the comics are also
definitely
very heavily noir inspired.
Yeah, they're heavily noir influenced when it comes. Pretty much, they're trying to like design some sort of like tough cowboy guy-esque. So it was based off Clint Eastwood, the original character, which is why Karl Urban's doing the voice that he does. He's just trying to do like kind of a Clint Eastwood.
that Clint Eastwood.
Right over here.
Go ahead, make my day. Which is one.
Yeah.
Eventually I'll start putting Clint Eastwood bits in the. Yeah.
This
Go
is
ahead.
me talking
make my
at a
day.
chair.
What are the other ones?
I know what you're thinking.
I don't want to do the entire bit. Do I feel lucky?
Did he fire 6 shots or did he fire 7?
Do you, punk?
I got yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Actually, I'm just doing the mask.
That was one of the bits that I've wanted to go shoot a 44 for a very long time, but I know if I check one out, like I rent one, I'd have to have like somebody, coaching me. But I want to do it like every single shot I take with it. He's behind me, and I know what you're thinking. Did you fire 6 shots or only 5? Until to the point where it's like, God damn it, just shoot!
Just take the fucking shot!
Just shoot the goddamn gun!
Fucking shot! Christ, man, we've been here for hours.
Hang on! Let me finish!
Some of us want a fucking turn, man!
Let me finish! Let me finish.
Alright, fine, everybody shut the fuck up. Let him finish.
Well, in all this craziness, I seem to
Pause
have
was
forgotten
too fucking long. Just take the goddamn shot.
But yeah, that is something I've wanted to do. Anyway, what else do I have? Okay. So, hell of a way to go. Being thrown off the top of a building that's 2 kilometers. Is it 2 kilometers?
It's 2 kilometers because they do kilometers after the bombs drop. We finally decided to adopt a semi-normal sense of measuring shit.
So it's 2 kilometers in height. So or at least from that part of the building. Excuse me. So taking a drug that makes time pass by at like 100th of a second at the speed of normal time.
Yeah, which therefore slows your heart rate, which means that by the time you end up hitting the ground, that's when your heart rate will catch up to you being actually fucking dead.
Yeah, but it's a hell of a way to go.
It's a hell of a way to go.
You're falling for
also just a beautiful
forever.
Also just a beautiful goddamn shot. Like they had to like.
No, all of the slow-mo, all just like bringing the vibrancy up and just fucking saturation, vibrance.
Yeah. Well, they had to test out so much of that shit to try to get that shit down. Like they had to like completely modify stuff and get it all going and just get it to where it's just. Oh.
The one I loved was when in the apartment building when they first bust in and everything.
Yeah.
And then it starts fading as they're busting. They're busting. I'm busting.
Busting makes me feel good.
The slow-mo is fading as they're arresting everybody. Like that slow desaturation and everything looks so fucking cool.
It was really, really, really well done.
Very well shot. Very well shot. What else do I got? Hair. Oh, I noticed the rookie Anderson. She doesn't wear a helmet because it affects her psychic abilities.
Yes,
right?
which is a huge part of the comic books themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the mutants and psychics. But her hair is shaped in a way to look like she has a helmet. It's just a blonde head of hair. That's the first time I actually was like thinking about that this time in this movie. I was like
helmet hair. I recognize that.
Yeah, so she does have a helmet. It's just her hair. But
it's just stuck right there. It's kind of like giving it back. And then she's got a nice little X, which is her own little vision of being a psychic.
Yeah. Let's see. A Doom reunion. Also, I had Doom reunion and Doom fan. So Doom reunion being Karl Urban and the doctor, the doc, played Destroyer in Doom. The two shout out to Doom again.
Shout out to Doom again.
So it was fun seeing those two on screen together again. And then I had Doom fan, which a lot of this movie, there's a lot of Doom 2005 in this movie. I don't know how much of that you realize.
Oh, no. Like, I definitely see the correlation between that. Like, let's take all the fun things about Doom.
Yeah.
Plus Karl Urban, which is another fun thing about Doom.
Right.
But then just, like, make it all comic booky.
Yeah. It got to the point where the last time I watched this movie, which was, I don't know, like 6 months ago. No, I regularly watch. This is a good movie. I watch a lot. But last time I watched it, I was thinking, it was like, was this done by the same fucking people? It was like the tactics and everything and just like the style. It was like, They had to have had at least one or two of the same people on behind the scenes.
Pretty much just bringing the same Marine guy back from Doom and just like, hey, we're just going to train.
Now
as
he's
Marines.
Judge Dredd. Yeah, Reaper's now Judge Dredd.
Reaper's now Judge Dredd. He's actually now the main actually not even the main character. Karl Urban's not the main character in this. It's called Dredd, but he's not the main character. The main character is Anderson. Like when it comes to character development and all that, it's purely Anderson.
And that's what I kind of liked is it's not a Judge Dredd origin movie.
No.
He's already a fucking badass. He's just there. It's a lot like Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah.
Max is in it, but he's not the main character.
Well, that's all Mad Max stuff. Like you don't really know Mad Max's background. He just shows up, has to deal with this one situation.
Maybe the first movie.
Yeah, but who actually has seen that recently? Like, let's be honest with ourselves.
That's
Who's
fair.
actually watching that?
That's fair. Leave in the comments.
Come on, like you're watching Road Warrior, Thunderdome out of curiosity because of Tina
Why
Turner.
the fuck would you watch
Because
Thunderdome?
of Tina Turner.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll give you that. If you're watching Thunderdome
For Tina Turner.
All right.
For
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
Tina
that's
Turner.
fair.
That's the only reason why. And then it becomes Hook out of goddamn nowhere, where it's just Mel Gibson talking about how like the Jews weren't actually in Holocaust, and it's all
and
a fucking
they're
lie.
responsible for all the world wars.
For all the
and
world
shit.
wars and all their problems. While telling that to little kids, a la Hook style.
Yeah, that part of the movie was pretty weird.
It really took me out of it when it came to that movie. So
I didn't know what that had to pertain to being in a post-apocalyptic world.
especially like post-apocalyptic. We're still talking. Like you're still talking.
What are we doing here?
What are we doing, Mel?
But honestly, yeah, like that comparing like Fury Road with this movie, it's kind of that same style. Yeah, the character we know and love and know that it's a badass and is going to kick a lot of ass is in the movie.
He is.
They're not the protagonist.
No. This is about the character development of Anderson and her psi powers, and
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's like Fury Road it's about Furiosa.
oh yeah, which is why we're now getting the prequel.
We're now getting Furiosa, which hell yes. Let's go. I love Anya Taylor-Joy.
Oh, absolutely. Are you
And
kidding
I
me?
love George Miller, and I'm super stoked for that movie.
Well, especially when George Miller's allowed to go full George Miller.
Yeah.
Which is like
let's just make like 50 cars in practical effects and just smash them into each other.
Did you know he used to work on the ambulance in Australia? So that's where he got the idea for Mad Max, was by like picking up corpses off the side of the goddamn road.
Oh
And
shit.
they decided to make a fucking movie out of that shit. That's just George Miller.
Yeah, that's
just
brutal.
like, yeah, I was like, oh man, that sucks. But imagine if there's a movie behind it. Well, that makes it a little bit
Also,
shitty.
imagine if we cast a racist ass Mel Gibson in.
The Jews. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But that has nothing to do with Judge Dredd.
No, it doesn't. I mean, it kind of does, but it
It
does.
kind of does. Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah. What are those?
Well, okay.
all right,
So
moving on
Dredd is an awesome and fun character because this is, depending on your ratings, this is the guy who's completely 100% all about the rules. He is about the law, which even says, "I am the law."
I am the law.
Says it at least once. Probably should have said it more times for the comic book fans, but said at least once. This guy just purely believes in what he is doing is absolutely correct because it is part of the new norm. And so he acts like that the entire fucking movie. So like, I think that's what makes it kind of cool when it comes to the character of Anderson, is she's somebody who semi-challenges the views of Dredd, which is something that happens during the comic books, as he has his views kind of questioned, but he still sticks to it no matter what. And so at the very end, he's like, she passes.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't necessarily agree
She
with
didn't.
everything
She
she
didn't
did.
100%. Yeah, she didn't 100% follow code, but
Yeah, no.
in the end, like he knows who he is. Like he's got that. And to the point, like in the very beginning when she's reading him, it's like there's something else. He's a judge. Blah blah. Blah. There's something else inside. It was like he knows he's going to enforce the law, but he knows deep down like what's right and wrong. What's really right and wrong.
That's, well, give and take, because there's
give and
still a
take.
fair amount of innocents who die
Yeah.
as they make their way up the goddamn building to get to Mamba.
Right.
And
Well,
also,
you do what you got to do.
I mean, that's what it comes down to. Doesn't like the ends justify the means?
We're not having this argument again. We've had this argument so many times.
Welcome to comic books, man. Do the ends justify the means? Is Dredd actually a hero, or is he just another pawn in an authoritarian fucking system to where he's actually just doing what's required based on the actual societal standards?
Well,
or
if
is
we
he
want to
actually a
go
hero?
like super like super like cliche writing, does Dredd eventually like fight against the system and
No.
Okay, then
No, actually, there is a arc in the Judge Dredd system where there's like a rise of democracy, where democratic terrorists end up trying to take over. He puts the kibosh on that.
Ah. Okay, so yeah, that's still pretty fucked up, but
Still pretty fucked up, but also he's just a man sticking to what he knows and what seems to work for the time. Because we're talking a post-apocalyptic dystopian era where a majority of the world is now uninhabitable. So a handful of people actually take charge. And he enforces that because that's what makes sense and what works for the world the way it is now.
yeah. But inspiring change is wrong.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Because it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Then there's nothing but chaos and anarchy.
Yeah. Okay, so what else do I got in my notes? I have, let's see, slow-mo vibrancy. Yeah, we already talked about that.
I could talk forever about that goddamn slow-mo stuff, man.
Slow-mo is really cool.
Did you now realize it's like fucking Turbo from fucking Fallout?
No.
Man, fucking play Fallout and take the
didn't
drugs.
I didn't take any drugs playing Fallout.
Well, you did it wrong.
I was being a 100% stand-up citizen until I murdered an entire town.
Just an entire town?
Yeah.
In New Vegas, you didn't take out that entire fucking prisoner camp?
No, I didn't, actually.
Oh my god, am I a sociopath?
Hey,
Because that's the first thing I did. I'm like, no, this small town, you guys fuck off. This entire...
nothing will make you question your own morality more than playing Red Dead 2.
Oh no, that's why I'm on the fence, man.
Yeah.
I already questioned my own morality after playing Fallout New Vegas.
Like I said, like I went out of my way. Well, I was just being me, going around writing and like people asking for help and everything. But now I'm doing an evil playthrough. A dude asked me for directions to town, and I shot him in the face.
As you should. What kind of man has to ask for directions?
He's like, sir, I'm sorry. I got lost along my way. Can you please give me direction to town? Double barrel. Bam! Fuck you. You picked the wrong guy.
Whew, man. Okay, so
Okay.
not that I played Red Dead, but with Fallout New Vegas, my playthrough, every time I play through that, I take over New Vegas and go against both the other leading powers.
You and Mike have to have a new Vegas conversation, because you and him would have a fucking blast.
Pretty much, I kill Mr. House. New Vegas is now mine. Fuck all you guys. I'm gonna take you guys out. I'm still gonna lie my way through it.
I did the most bullshit hero-y ending.
Oh no!
Where
no.
I took out Mr. House and I helped the NCR.
Fuck that noise, man.
Yeah,
Fuck that noise. I take over. I win.
I'm Judge Dredd. I just helped them. Yeah, the new California Republic. They can take over. I'm just kind of gonna be a part of it, I guess.
No, man. No. See, mine's like I got the high charisma. I'm gonna talk to everybody and kill you guys all.
I don't know why. That's my default like playthrough with RPGs and shit. I'm going to be milquetoast hero.
No, every other RPG, I am milquetoast hero. Like playing Baldur's Gate 3 right now, milquetoast hero, trying to do the good things. Fallout New Vegas. No, man, I'm taking over all the goddamn things. I run this city.
How the fuck are we? We're talking about Dredd. Are we just filling time, or are we talking about?
No, we're just tying it back, man. We're tying it back.
It's
all callbacks.
We are tying it back because what would you do in the situation? Would you, if there was a Judge Dredd RPG game, would you follow the rules or would you rebel against the system? Leave your notes in the comments.
Yeah, would you be as hard on as Dredd is for the system? Because he's...
Also, let us know what you think about the new RoboCop video game that's coming out, because I'm actually kind of excited for that.
As always, I'm on the fence.
And future movies, because this is a movie podcast. I'm sorry.
Are they going to be doing future movies of RoboCop?
No. I'm thinking about the Iron Claw, which I've been thinking about for a very fucking long time.
Yeah, no, like ever since we were talking about it, I get my algorithm like I might need to watch that.
No, let us know what you think about the Iron Claw. The Iron Claw looks really good, but then again, I am a wrestling fan, so I know all about the Von Erichs and their tragic history. Their fucking tragic history. But yeah, let us know what you think about the Iron Claw and if it's worth watching.
Whereas I grew up Mormon, therefore I love High School Musical, and therefore I'm a fan of Zac Efron.
And there you go. See, it appeals to everybody.
It's
all right.
All quadrants are covered.
Oh, and it's got Lily James in it.
What more do you need?
Oof.
It's also got the bear. Lip.
Yeah, the big old bear.
What the fuck's his name?
The big old cookie bear.
Lip.
Yeah. The bear that cooks.
The bear that cooks
on whatever
Wait, I'm in that?
The show that, oh, God damn it. Nice. Good pull. All right. What do we see? I have one-liner, which, no, tying it back to 80s one-liner dunking on fools after you've killed them. Like that. I love that. That's always fun.
There are some solid ones. There's a few
I'm also a huge fan of James Bond. So it's that after the straight up like, you're dead. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, fucking got him.
But no, those are always a big plus for me. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like,
Except for that last one liner when he's like, wait.
Yeah. For her to shoot you. Yeah, that one.
For her to shoot you.
That one
sucked.
sucked.
It's like, come on.
That one sucked.
Come on.
But normally, yeah, like those, I think it's the same argument for people that say like, that's so dumb, nobody would do that in real life. Yeah, nobody would do that. It is dumb and nobody would do that in real life. That's why it fucking rocks. It's stupid and funny.
But also I argue that's why real life sucks, because no one would do that.
Yeah, you got
also, what you should have said was for her to get your back.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. I like that.
It's still better than
for her to shoot you.
It's like for her to get your back because you're shooting him in the back. I mean,
Yeah.
I just want to talk about authoritarianism when it comes to like sacrificing safety versus freedoms when it comes to this entire fucking thing.
Right, but I'm also trying to figure out what the hell I meant by helmet.
Dark helmet?
I wrote helmet in my
dark
note.
Helmet.
So I have one liner, and then the next thing in my notes is helmet.
I bet you guys great helmet.
Yes, I know. But I already talked about how her hair looked like a helmet. So what would the other helmet? Oh, I remember. Okay. So it's when she, so Anderson is talking about how the helmet would interfere with her psychic abilities, right?
Yes.
But then the other judge comes in and she immediately reads her mind and kills her. Like, her helmet didn't affect Anderson's like, is it just like her when she has a helmet on?
I think it's just her telepathy being interfered by the blanket visor that makes you indiscriminate from the laws that you're enforcing by making just a faceless part of the law that's actually going on.
Oh, now we're getting philosophical with it.
Well, that's exactly what Judge Dredd is, just a faceless part of the...
I mean, you're right. I know it's the...
I'm sorry. Do you not want me going there?
No. I know I know you're right.
I can shut the fuck up and just be like, oh yeah, no, so
it's dumb. It interferes.
Hold on. My Bobcat goes with, I don't know. Sometimes helmets beginning in the way, and I got a rigid mind, but I can't with the helmet on.
Yeah. No. The helmet restricts my view of actual. Fuck, I forgot the word. Oppression, I guess. I don't know.
My actual view of just being able to view people instead of the narrow lens of viewing people.
That makes more sense. That makes more sense, and that's why I'm glad I wrote it down, because we could actually talk about it in a healthy, literate, educated way.
Yeah, those are 3 words commonly associated with this pod.
Yeah. All right, so we've established that the comic book shot. Yeah. So the comic book shot. Were we talking about the comic book shot before we got cut off?
We were. Yes.
Okay.
Because I asked which one.
Yeah. The comic book shot. There's multiple in this movie, which I feel like, yes, you should have multiple, because this movie, if you have a movie that's based on a comic book, at least have a handful of comic book shots. And what I mean by that is, if you were to pause the movie at a certain point, and you were to hand draw it like it is in a comic book, it would look just how it is on the page.
Match right up for that. Which they definitely had a few. Like one of my favorite comic book shot is when Mama finally hits the ground.
Yeah.
And oh god, and the face explodes and start ripping open slowly, and then you get the Judge
Yeah,
X.
the Judge X. That's
Right
really
as
good.
really, really, really well done.
I got like one of the big ones that I've seen a lot that happened in Ghost Rider and a lot of the other comic book movies that we've seen is the shot where it's just the side profile of one person's face while another person is in the background, but like really far away, so you see that person. Like that's a very, very stereotypical comic book drawn page or panel, if you will.
Panel.
And I think that works really, really well. I love when I see comic book panels translated to film, and I feel like a lot of Marvel movies miss that.
Well, that's the problem. Is Marvel started really dropping on those, whereas other like Dredd and Guardians of the Galaxy, which is still Marvel, but it's kind of an offshoot because it's not doing pure MCU things. Is taking like paying homage to those comic book shots, which like the shot like right here. Here we got the shot, and then it goes on, or like even like the in Guardians of the Galaxy, like the slow motion, like that one hallway shot. That's
like
easily
rocket slow mo in the air. That's a good one.
Pause right here. Pause right there. Pause right there. Here we go.
That's a really good.
Yeah.
It's a really good one sequence, even if most of it is animated. But it's a good one sequence as well as has very good panel shots,
which you are lacking in a lot of like MCU movies.
Yeah.
Like even like I'm a huge fan of Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah.
There's no comic book shots.
No.
Which is definitely missing on that, which Dredd definitely has and definitely capitalizes on. Like,
and as much as I hate to give credit to them, a lot of the Zack Snyder, like as much as like the slow-mo shots are just picture perfect comic
which is
book
why
shots.
he does it gratuitously, because they can be so picture perfect.
Yeah.
Which also Zack Snyder,
also could be bad. It's overdone.
Yeah.
Like you can't have every single shot be.
Well, he burned it.
Like you're making a movie, not a comic book.
Well,
like,
Snyder burned it out with 300, and then with Watchmen, that's where he burned it out the most.
Right,
I think with slow motion shots.
But like
also,
some of them,
300.
What was
talk about Our Lady, Laura Hetty.
There's a couple shots in Black Adam actually.
That fucking movie.
I know. But there's a couple shots in Black Adam where I actually like looked at it like, that's a solid fucking comic book panel.
There's a few of those.
Like there's a couple that are like, that's really good actually. But as much as I want to hate that movie because it sucks, but
I hate that movie. You know how much I hate that movie.
There are a handful of really, really good shots.
I'm reticent to give that movie any props.
Yeah.
And that's after
I understand.
And we watched Doom with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and I'll give that movie props. But Black Adam.
You gotta get over your hate boner for Doom, because I'm gonna keep kicking you until you like it.
Well, okay, we're talking about Doom, where Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's trying to act. I just want you to be The Rock.
He's trying to act?
That's when he first started.
He's not trying to act.
Oh, get off my dick. Of course he is. And then he decides, I'm going to be like Clint Eastwood, I'm going to be Black Adam. Get the fuck out of my face. That's not what we're paying for.
That was the wrong choice.
That's not what we're paying you for. That's not what I want to fucking see.
No, that was definitely a wrong choice. I want to be Clint Eastwood. I'm like, that's
also not the fucking character.
Do you know you don't know the character then? Not saying I do, but I know it's not Clint Eastwood in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
No, it's.
We can argue about this all day. Let's finish this fucking episode.
No. Because see, if it was a bomb, all the alarms are going off because all these hotels have bomb detectors.
We also have like an hour and 40 minutes
of pure bullshit. We need something we can actually fucking work with.
We have a decent amount of Dredd content, but not enough for an episode. I'm going to put a lot of this in it. Don't get me wrong. I'll put a lot of this in it, but I'm not going to put all of it because this is dog shit. We can argue about this all day.
This is true until the cows come home.
It's just more fun to argue in microphones over headset.
Yeah.
Than it is like when we take them off. You're like, I don't know how to argue.
I'm not arguing about maybe this is like, hold on, I got some headphones and a microphone. Well, let me tell you, I'll tell you what, brother.
No, I wouldn't. That's it. Okay, so we have The Last of Us, which is a solid adaptation, which is fine. But
Mario is also a garbage
God,
movie.
we are not doing that.
It's a bad movie.
No.
It's a bad movie.
No.
It's a bad movie.
No, it's a good movie.
No, it's a bad movie.
Okay. Well, we're looking at it from two different standpoints. It's a good kid movie.
That's a great kid movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, as a child, are you fucking kidding me?
Is it a good movie? It's fine.
I find myself jealous because the Mario movie I had as a kid.
Right. We're all in the same boat.
Yeah, I'm coming from Bob Hoskins,
We're in the
John
same boat.
Leguizamo, Dennis Hopper.
Mario, and Luigi Mario. Yeah. So
because that makes so much sense.
So we got a Mario, and Luigi Mario, but these kids have fucking. They have Chris Pratt Mario and fucking Ben Schultz Sonic and all this shit.
Ben Schwartz. Do not disparage the elegant Mr. S, Benny Schwartz. One of the best improvisers on the goddamn planet next to Thomas Middleditch.
All right, fine. I won't.
I'm telling you. Go on Netflix right now. This is just go on Netflix and watch Middleditch and Schwartz for 3 hours of some amazing goddamn
Ben Schwartz,
improv.
fine. Ben Schwartz. All right. But they got that as kids.
Yeah.
I got Doom.
Yeah, I had...
And you know what I am? Fucking grateful. Because I had The Rock and Karl Urban in a movie.
I had Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo. And then you know what I followed up with? A Spawn movie with John Leguizamo.
Again with John Leguizamo. And you had Michael J. White. And fucking Michael Sheen. Come on. I know Spawn's not a good movie, but
it's a terrible movie.
You had great actors. There were great actors in it.
The best part of the whole goddamn movie was the soundtrack.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that 100%.
If you want some decent goddamn Spawn, you watch the HBO Max for sorry, not Max.
Oh, dude,
the HBO cartoon.
Yeah.
Keith Richardson.
Oh my God,
Keith Richardson. Hold on,
Keith David.
Keith David. Let's take a shot. Let's take a minute to appreciate the voice acting that is Keith
I'll
David.
fucking cheers to Keith
Cheers
David.
to Keith David, man.
Fucking love that guy. Childs is my dude.
Dude.
You know, when I got the Thing board game, that's the only character I ever play is Childs. Childs is my fucking guy. We'll have to do a Thing episode. I don't want to spoil that, so I won't talk.
Yeah, because I've only seen the remake.
I have the remake or the remake.
Hold on, how many remakes have there been?
2. So there's
what came out in the early 2000s.
the 2010, the 2010 thing with Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
No, was there one before that?
No, yes.
Okay,
there are 2 before that.
Okay, so Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Then you have
Mary Elizabeth Winstead in 2010. Then you have the 1980s one with Kurt Russell, and then you have the 1950s one, The Thing from Another World.
Okay, so apparently I've only seen the Mary Elizabeth Winstead one then.
No, the 1980s one is the best one.
That's what I hear. Yeah, the John Carpenter with the most amazing goddamn practical effects ever.
Yes.
Kurt Russell with a mullet.
Yes. Well,
having big
he just has long hair.
Having big trouble in Little China.
Yeah, he doesn't have a mullet. He just has long hair.
He's trying to escape from New York or LA.
From the Antarctic. Yeah. No, that movie is in my top 5 and always will be.
Yeah, I've only seen the 2010 remake.
We'll do an episode on The Thing.
I'm down. I want to see it.
It is, it's in my top 5. It's
fuck yeah,
amazing.
Hell yeah, no, I'm down.
It still holds up, and
especially when it comes to practical effects. I love practical effects.
The practical
they had some
effects
decent ones in this
rock.
movie. They had some decent. Effects.
They did.
And also, but the CGI effects for the slow mo, which we've already talked.
When the dude gets pushed back in the slow mo and his stomach ripples and shit, that is so fucking.
Oh
cool.
my god, that was so well done. Just
that is
the shot
that
back,
rocks. And even the bullets going through and the bullets going through the dude's
going through
face.
the cheek is all. Yeah. And then it just explodes out.
That shit fucking rocks.
It's based off of Jet, motherfuckers. So when you play Fallout, be doing all the drugs, take the Jet. It's going to slow time down. You get some action points so you can get your fucking Pit Boy to line up some decent goddamn shots and take it.
Or you could play Red Dead and use Deadeye.
Or I can't think of another one, I'll be honest. Play Red Dead or Fallout. Just treat yourself to some of those fun
games. Also watch Dredd. It's a good movie.
It's good. Okay, look, it's
a good movie. It didn't deserve to bomb.
Yeah, it did not deserve to bomb. That's something I don't understand. Like, this is just a genuinely good, fun for the world very, very well.
I think the stigma of it, from the Stallone movie probably killed the hype a little bit, or a lot of it, honestly.
But it wasn't even.
I think
it does a unique thing that early 2000 movies does, where it just takes place in one spot while establishing a larger world, but it still takes place in one spot. It's just this one incident where he has to take out Mama.
Yeah. And
everything else has to go on. It's like there's 80 million people in fucking like Mega City 1.
Yeah.
Out of 6. So there's a whole lot more story to go from that, but like I don't know, I feel like I don't understand why it doesn't get a sequel, because it established a world without being too much about world building.
Yeah, the only reason it didn't get a sequel is because it bombed.
Well, because people are idiots.
Right. People are idiots.
Except for our listeners. You guys are beautiful and fantastic.
And that's another shot for us saying people are idiots.
Yeah, idiots. Take another shot.
Fucking assholes.
Fucking morons.
Goddamn cucks.
Figure it out, guys. Come on.
Wait, I am the one who cucks.
I'm the one who cucks.
I'm the one who... All right, that's it. All right.
Think we got enough?
I think we got enough.
Future Fabian, I'm going to let you know something. Go fuck yourself.
That's fair.
I love you.